MSNBC is trying to rebrand to MS, but it ended in disaster. Shocking, isn't it?
Our favourite time of the week is when we get to talk to Megyn Kelly, normally on a Wednesday, but special occasion means it is tonight on a Tuesday. She joins us now from the beautiful United States. Lovely to see you, mate. A bit going on in Washington today.
Yeah, exactly right. You know, when you get the band back together, you got to make sure all the OGs are there. So, yeah, we had nice representation from the European Union. And that led our press corps to say they're there to babysit Donald Trump to stop him from doing anything like bullying Zelensky into some sort of a deal. But Zelensky can hold his own. We've seen that. He didn't need them. And Marco Rubio, our Secretary of State, was all over the airwaves yesterday saying, would you please calm down? They're here because we invited them, which is, of course, the only way you do get into the Oval Office. Trump and the European leaders were very magnanimous together. They got along. It was like a family photo. And at one point, I believe he may have even called President Putin.
I think he wants to make a deal. I think he wants to make a deal for me. You understand? I think as crazy as it sounds.
But look, that's all we're looking for is some progress. It's going to take a lot of this, a lot of these meetings, a lot of these back and forth. There will be disappointments. Nothing was happening, nothing to bring this war to an end prior to President Trump taking office. So thankfully now, at least the wheel is turning. Probably not as quickly as anybody wants, but it's turning, Paul, which is progress.
Sadly, it will, only if the leftists will acknowledge it. We all know the leftist media, such as MSNBC, CNN, they won't accept this. I'm 100% certain that MSNBC, CNN, BBC, they'll find any clips that will demonize anything, or in this case, demonize the negotiation to make it seem like the war will continue over and over. So let's see how they do it.
How exciting is this new branding for the left-wing cable channel that even the parent company don't want anymore? MSNBC is now going to be called MS Now.
It sounds like they've caught a terrible disease, like right now. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, it's a diagnosis they've received. That's awful.
What is that diagnosis is? Anybody knows what it is? No? Simple. Trump derangement syndrome. That's the diagnosis. I think the only way they cure it is either admit their responsibility, or in this case, take accountability, or they just zip it. But we all know these left-wing media, such as MSNBC, CNN, or Clown News Network, ABC, what else? BBC News, and Channel 4. I don't think Channel 4 is left-wing, but that's beside the point, okay? But overall, these left-wing, or in this case, leftist media, they're not going to accept this. I don't even know if rebranding is considered a good idea. Why do these people like to rebrand when all their audience has just flocked anywhere? Or in this case, their audience has just left in droves.
Call letters for a cable news channel. At best, it sounds like maybe like they're in menopause now. I don't know, like PMS or like some sort of lady condition that they have. And it's happening right now. You need to tune in to see what Rachel Maddow's going through. I don't know how they settled on those terrible initials. Or like, is it some feminist mantra like Ms. M.S. period. Now it's all about the ladies. This is our moment. However you slice it, it's a disaster. And they still haven't solved the basic problem that they have more letters in their call name than they do viewers. And the rebrand is not going to help.
That is true. It's not going to help because, question for all my American viewers. When was the last time any of you watched the mainstream media such as Fox News, MSNBC, CNN, ABC, or even the BBC? I guarantee you, 100%, it's been a long time.
And the rebrand is not going to help.
You unearthed this today on your show, and I want to share it here in Australia. The former FBI boss, James Comey, he now has his own little shingle somewhere on the internet. I think it's over on Substack. And he's going on and on about Taylor Swift.
Oh my God. It was so cringy, as the kids say. He sounded like a stalker. He's like, I've known Taylor for 15 years.
Taylor Swift and I go way back. I went to my first concert of hers 15 years ago. I've been to a second, and I have helped financially support the attendance of a lot of family members at others.
Okay, first off, weirdo alert. This is a former FBI? Well, it's a good thing he's former.
I'm in a family's Swiftie group chat. I know all her music, and I listen to it in my headphones when I cut the grass.
You know, you went to a concert. You don't know Taylor, Jim. You don't know her. She doesn't know you. You went to a concert with your daughter, apparently 15 years ago. That doesn't make you friends with Taylor Swift. And what grown man, like in his 60s, talks like that about Taylor Swift? It was just creepy. It had like all the cringe of like a weird molester type. Not saying he's a molester, just saying it had the cringe of a molester type.
He does look like it, but I would say weirdo alert. What do you think, folks? Do you agree? Is it a creepy thing? The way this person said? And I do mean this person. This person said. What do you think?
It was very weird. And who that is in their 60s actually looks up to Taylor Swift as like their role model and was like quoting her song lyrics is the thing he thinks about to really help get him through the day. And the essence of his weird post online was, we can't let our bullies get into our heads to the point where we become bullies. And while he's saying this, he's referring to Donald Trump, that elderly man with whose makeup covered in the Oval. Okay, so that's a personal insult. You're mocking his looks, his personal appearance, which one could argue is what a bully does.
Yes, and sometimes you wonder, how did these idiots get away with it? Now, generally, folks, how the hell, look, whether it's former or not, how can they just get away with it without any repercussions? I mean, isn't that a felony into itself when you insult a head of state, or in this case, the president of the United States?
And secondly, like, when he was at the FBI, he was actively working to ruin the Trump presidency. It's all coming out now how heavy-handed he was on it, how they didn't have the evidence, how he was fine suggesting they did anyway. He understood he would be ruining the Trump presidency and possibly getting Trump in criminal trouble. He didn't care at all. And now he wants to lecture us about bullies? Not to mention his little stroll on the beach a month ago where, just apropos of nothing, he stumbled upon these shells that read 8647. And, you know, for some reason, he was just moved to post that online. And it only even came to his attention what that could possibly mean when the internet responded, gee, 86 is kind of like a mob or FBI term for
You know, I usually like to cut that, but then again, that is very, very interesting. I like to add it in. So, I don't know, folks. I don't think rebranding is gonna save these mainstream media. It doesn't matter whether you rebrand, purchase, or even merge. All the viewers and the readers, they're gone. Ever since YouTubers are now a thing, remember, Elon Musk said, YouTubers are the new media. There's no coming back from it. And sadly, the mainstream media, well, minus of course Sky News Australia, of course, they have to face the harsh reality that YouTubers will be the new source of information for any news coverage, whether it's gaming, entertainment, pop culture, whatever it is. But sadly, these mainstream outlets, mostly MSNBC, CNN, ABC, Fox News, or even BBC, they're not gonna let go. They're gonna continue to do their moronic take despite viewers leave and drove, which is why the title of it is called Mainstream Media is 750% Cooked. Yes, it's a disaster rebranding.
Well done, Griffin. Now we got this airfield secured, we can get a foothold on this island and start pushing the Japanese back. We're through retreating, lad. America's back in this war.
Leave a like and subscribe if you want gaming news, gaming theories, or you just want to see me play games. Visit my first, third, and fourth channel up here or link in the description.